drive 10 blocks down and see how it look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
do you have another state you would live in that you know for a fact that you did your due diligence?
So I mean, I haven't really did like really deep.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, Maryland. I know Maryland's an expensive state, so the money for me is not really. That ain't no real big issue.
Because you can work around that.
Yeah, I can work around that. Like, I'm getting money. You know, so it's nothing. But Maryland, I like the Carolinas. I like North Carolina. I'm starting to really like South Carolina. I love Virginia.
Monk's Corner? You go to Monk's Corner?
No. I'm going to leave that to Charlemagne. But who else? Like I said, I like Virginia. And Texas. I do like Texas.
Okay.
Everywhere that I've traveled to, I always try to put myself in the mind frame of actually, could I stay here? And there's a little thing, you know, there's a little something about every city, even in small cities and stuff. You know, I've been to Grand Rapids. I'm like, damn, could I stay in Grand Rapids? You know, it might not be for an extended amount of time, but
yeah,
you know, if I could do it all over again and I was young and really had some money, I would like go from city to city. You know, maybe spend maybe a month here, 3 months there, maybe a year if I really like it. You know, and just kind of move throughout and really just settle down. You know, where I want to do, you know, where I really want to be. I think that's what a lot of times, like the Europeans, that's what they go do throughout their countries, those different countries. A lot of them just go from country to country because they all kind of close. They're like our states, right? Yeah. So they just go from country to country. They go see, and you know, but a lot of them end up back at the crib.
What about you? Yeah, any other state you might have thought to live in?
Yeah, when I start, I want some land though, but I want some land I want a lot of it, so I need to go somewhere where some land at. And now, like you say, I do your due diligence of doing your research in that state. I haven't thought about a couple of states. I have not traveled to them, but you see a lot of pictures, you see a lot of things there. Like, man, this may be a dope place, like the Carolinas. I was thinking about more of a country thing, like Kentucky, Louisville, some shit like that.
Ain't there like super racist in Kentucky though?
Hey man,
Ain't super racist in Illinois.
But I mean, like KKK walking down the street.
Bro, once you get outside of Chicago, this shit get KKK-ish.
No, but that's
KKK-ish.
But that's kind of like in every state you go to though, because most of the blacks live in the majority of the big states. Once you go into the country, rural areas, it's a lot of racist shit. Yeah. They don't fuck with nobody.
And you know, it's about, again, since you're going to be doing your due diligence, you're going to kind of know where to go, where not to go. Speak to the locals in the area and be like, hey, man, you know, any place that I should be trying to avoid?
Yeah.
It's kind of that.
I heard a realtor say they can't, when they're trying to sell a house, they can't specifically say whether, like, they can't mention the crime, what happened, how dangerous an area is. They can't mention that. But what they do is they tell you to talk to the local police and ask them.
Shit, nigga, can't you look?
You could just Google.
It ain't, to me, it ain't been like a whole bunch. I ain't gonna lie though, Southside, if you go out like Southside Chicago, that shit can't, like if you're from somewhere else, some of them neighborhoods look real, like, okay, this shit look like if you go in Chatham, all right? Because Chatham, you know, back in the day used to be a middle class black neighborhood. And it's, you know, some people still holding it down now, but you go over there and you don't know, you look all right, then niggas start shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of neighborhood where, you know, so I guess sometimes you really can't, you know, just look. But that's why if you're buying something in the neighborhood, you would go, like Maul said, you would go check this shit out 15 times. Come all times a day. You know what I mean? At night, let me just ride through here. Let me go see what the adjacent blocks look like.
Yeah, you coming from the gym or you coming from the grocery store. You coming from going to get your dry cleaning. Go drive through that. And you do this shit like 15 times before you do your final closing, especially because it takes a long time for you to get your closing and do all that shit anyway. Yeah. So you driving, like you say, 10 blocks. You driving like 4 blocks east, 6 blocks south, 7 blocks west, and 8 blocks north or some shit. Just keep doing that shit. See the whole fucking area.
Drive where the schools are. You want to see what the schools, you know, then, you know, you may live.
Foul list. Make sure
definitely
you
check the foul list.
Yeah, check and see if anybody somebody got killed over here or something like that, or what happened over there. And just checking all that shit. You're just doing your homework.
Yeah.
That's what comes with being a homework.
And you know what you can deal with and what you can't. You know, you may be able to tolerate a little bit more if you're single with no children versus if you have children.
Yeah.
You know, like there's places that I would probably move, you know, just maybe to save some money.
Yeah.
If I didn't have children.
Right.
Versus,
right.
okay, I got children, I got to be able to protect them.
Yeah. Because, when you by yourself, you're going to get your one bedroom, and it's much cheaper because you're not going to really be there anyway. And
Well, I stay right on the boulevard, boy, right there on 55th, boy, right there.
Just
one bedroom, right on top of the liquor store. You know they getting in there right there.
Yeah, just stay, and then you got your nice girl. It's just different when you have a family to when you don't have a family. Because I say it all the time. Nigga, my friend didn't have a family. I have a Porsche out there. No cap.
Would you live in a gated community?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes.
With
show your ID.
With HOAs and everything.
Yeah, show your ID.
And he ain't mowing his grass. I'm telling, nigga. I'm saying.
Show your ID.
Yeah, show y'all. Yeah,
show your ID.
You came for who? You looking for who?
He don't live here no more.
Yeah.
Stay your ass from the party. You don't belong back here.
I'm telling on all the white folk.
Hey, that's one thing I can tell about you, though, man. We hit the job. He won't say nothing to a black woman. I gotta stop. I forgot. I just thought of it. I'll stop.
Welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spaces.
This your boy, Mom.
It's Sam Man Day. Nah, it's Jay every day.
Man, what's going on with y'all, man? How was y'all last week, man?
It was cool until shit about 5 minutes ago, motherfucker.
Hey, what happened? What happened? Man?
What happened, Paul? Tell us what happened.
Yeah, we don't even know.
I know, man. I was in the car. Had a nice cold root beer in my Coke dispenser. Oh, my bad. My root beer dispenser, because you don't like Coke. You can't mix a Coke on our podcast. my root beer, my Coke. So I decided to open it, and I got on a fresh white t-shirt.
Right.
And the shit is all over my fucking t-shirt. I just got that t-shirt from the company I got it from. They ain't sponsoring that, so I'm not going to mention them. But the t-shirt says 5. They gave us a sponsor. I mentioned them on there. I said that. But the t-shirts, I'm going to keep ordering from them, too, because I like them. But then, first thing kick in my mind, I said, fuck, about 8 times. And I'm like, I'm too far from go home to change shirts. We finna start the podcast in a couple minutes. I know it's a TJ Maxx that way, but I really don't want to go to TJ Maxx just to get a fucking t-shirt.
True.
It's a gas station right here. Just let me go get a cheap-ass t-shirt real quick.
Yeah.
And luckily, this ain't not like back in the day. You remember where motherfuckers barely had enough money for gas, and my bank account only had like $20 back in the day. I could just go buy a little, t-shirt or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'd have made a major decision right there if it was back in the day, because I only had like a dub in my account. T-shirt about $7. So that means I'm gonna have $13 for the rest of the week, or I'm gonna just have to get up here with a motherfucking fucked up t-shirt and record the podcast so I'm gonna go home.
No, what you do is you take the t-shirt and you spin that bitch around backwards.
Facts. But it still would have been a crew neck now.
Cool. I would have I'm dealing with something, you know.
When you said that? When you said
yeah,
that?
okay, you know what I'm saying?
Just just chilling.
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about that. I sure would have saved my $6 if I thought about that shit.
Take that off and fold it back up and bring it back. You got your receipt?
Man, them motherfucking Arabs not going.
No, they not.
Not going at all.
What's wrong with TJ Maxx?
Nothing. I just said I didn't want to go buy it. I'm saying if it was back in the day. When the motherfucker, motherfucker had like $20 in their account and was really living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, okay.
Back in them days.
I definitely fuck with TJ Maxx more than Ross.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, what I need to know, what's going on with them?
Oh, they racist.
And do I need to?
Everybody racist, bro. Everything we buy is racist from a racist person. So we can just stop that. Tell me we're not fucking with people. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's kind of difficult.
Yeah, it is. Like,
I mean, if I can, as much as I can anyway.
But you won't. But if you really want to, like, don't be sitting up here picking and choosing who you don't want to fuck with because they're racist. Because everything we do has something to do with some type of racism. You know that, right? Everything we buy, everything we do has something to do with some type of racism.
I can still try to avoid it as much as possible, though.
You can avoid. Well, your ass gonna be coming out here butt naked, not living in no goddamn crib, homeless. That's the only way.
Like I know niggas, they be like, man, you wearing Tommy Hilfiger, so on and so forth.
That was the example I had in my head.
But then I'll see them, and they like, maybe they don't know, but then they be on IG or whatever with Hennessy. You know, Hennessy is owned by Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton and them is racist.
Thank you.
See, people don't, you got to look at the parent company. It's a lot of research involved.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is. That's why the stock market comes involved right there.
Yeah.
So instead of you just going to get the Hennessy, be like, all right, y'all racist, I'm going to put my money so y'all can make some money with me. I'm going to go buy some of the stock or something. That's much more like it to me.
JFD, how was your week, man?
My week was great, man. Happy birthday to my daughters. My daughter's
Happy birthday.
7th birthday. That smoothie king. They don't sponsor us, but they better than Jamba Juice. Now,
Oh, they is?
yeah, to me, first time I had them, I was down in Houston.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, and we probably had
I'm
them.
gonna go to Houston. Yeah, too. I'm going to Houston.
Houston dope, man. This shit gonna end up turning like Atlanta pretty soon, nigga. Too many niggas going down there.
Oh, there's too many people
Yeah.
in Houston.
I was just going down there for partying.
Okay.
Kind of turning it like that, but
Oh, it is. It sure do. A lot of people from Chicago on your IG live be always on.
I think it's important for guys, for people in general, to do like one thing. This ain't even a mess. It's kind of early, but like to write reviews, right? You know.
Okay, I know what you're getting at.
No, like, okay, let's talk about like, all right, if somebody watch a movie, right? You watch a movie, you ask the movie, how was the movie? They sat there and watched the movie for 2-3 hours to tell you, yeah, man, it was good. That's what you summed it up to be. Is yeah, man, it was good. You sat there and watched the movie, was entertained for 2-3 hours to tell me, yeah, man, it was good. Like, give me a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think writing a review, everyone, I'm not saying for everything, but just every once in a while to, show your frustration towards something.
Yeah.
Show what you agree, and you don't have to give any, spoilers. And this isn't even really about the movie. It's more so just to, just share your opinion about certain situations, certain things, certain establishments. All right? So, like, an establishment, like, I'm going to be writing a review about is Doubletree in Oak Brook. All right?
Shit, I might get on that with you.
I had a terrible experience. They, first of all, the rooms weren't ready. I did check it out. They didn't smell up to par. It smelled though. It smelled like a little spoiled wash rag type situation.
Hot water went hot.
You know what? I'm glad I wasn't even there for that. But I didn't get the room that I paid for. So, they ran out of rooms. It just seemed like maybe they were overbooked, understaffed. There was just a lot going on. And I understand in these days and times what we got going on, where you have a lot of people that don't want to work, or you got COVID or so on and so forth. But still, like, if you're running a business, you should make sure that you have, what you need to have to keep that business going and to keep your name, in good standing. So with that, in Doubletree and in Oak Brook, I will be putting in a negative review. Now, you can give me a year supply or whatever, not a year supply, but a year free rooms, and that may, change my mind. But other than that, man, like the week went well, and just healthy and stuff like that. So, how about you, Spaces?
My week was cool, man. I watched this current, as of what they have out now, Stranger Things.
I know.
This season 5.
You was pushing the shit out of that. I'm like, well, does he get an endorsement that we don't know about? That nigga just taking money under the table or something? Because he was pushing the shit out of Stranger Things. Like, for real. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Season 5?
4.
Yeah. Man, this is a long time to come out with some. Like, why are they dragging this shit so long?
I think it's because they have to do a lot of CGI.
Mm-hmm.
And,
CGI?
Yeah, it's a lot of CGI in that, and of course that having to making sure things look right takes a lot of time. So
these niggas is almost grown, or are grown.
They're grown now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they started off at like 13, but it was like.
No, they started off.
12.
I think they hadn't hit.
I think they were like.
They were
12.
close to somewhere around early double digits.
Yeah.
And now they like, I think.
And it was only the 4th season. It's like, damn, why is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're
trying
turning.
to work them little motherfuckers harder. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What you mean?
You gonna have to work you harder. Like, we not finna sit up like, fuck your school. You know what I mean? You getting paid? Fuck your school. Then we gonna bring a little tutor. You look. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
when the kid is on tour or whatever.
You don't get to go back to the crib. You finna finish this shit out and call it one.
You said get him a tutor.
Bro, it shouldn't take these people 8 years to like do this shit.
That's how long it takes, though. It takes like a movie. I think if I'm not mistaken, it can take up to 2 years or something like that before it actually comes out.
Yeah,
between production and all that stuff.
Yeah, but don't call this shit a season. Like, it's taking you guys too long for it to be a season. Yeah, I mean, I know there's like seasons to me is okay. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years ago, it's kind of running consecutively like that.
Yeah.
It's not every 2 years or when y'all feel like it.
Every 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know what? They only put out, well, what I watched is 7 episodes of this current season. They're releasing the other part. I'm assuming it's 6 or 7 episodes within the next couple weeks or something like that.
Okay.
So it'll be the second half of the 4th season.
Okay. They're all about an hour long?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, I definitely had to pray while I was watching the show.
You was praying?
I had to, but
You scared the underground, whatever the fuck, the
upside
down was gonna pop up? Spaces over there watching. You know, nigga, I start bucking and shit. You know what I mean?
Stuff started getting a little too demonic, man, and I was like, it's not so bad that I can't continue watching.
Yeah.
But it's like I definitely need to pray for some protection, make sure ain't nothing gonna jump, be on some of the ring type stuff. And
Isn't that almost like this though? All right, you see some shit like it's this little female or whatever, and you know you shouldn't be fucking with her, and you like, well, I'm finna ask and pray for forgiveness or pray, for a hedge of protection before I go ahead and get in there. Isn't that the same thing? Like, I shouldn't be checking. How is it not?
I definitely get your analogy, and I see exactly why you say that, because if you watch the upside down does look like it's like it's hell.
Because it gave you like what, some type of fear?
No, it just got too. I'm trying not to spoil. It just got some parts where it was.
Fuck them.
Where it's like some
like, go watch that shit. I'm that person. I don't forget spoilers anyway, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but it was just some parts where it was like, it looked like it was demon possession. Like people would like eyes rolled back in the head.
That's good CGI. That's what took them so long.
And lifted. They lifted up off the ground, and body started breaking bones and contorting. I was like,
Twerking?
Contorting. Like,
what the fuck is it twerking for?
Breaking
I
bones.
know, like that. My daughter be watching this shit, boy. Hey, turn that shit off. I see shit at the crib like that. Hey, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
I'm that person. I don't. We about good energy, good vibes around this shit.
Yeah.
Now if it's one thing I'm sitting there watching and I'm able to, but you in the crib by yourself, y'all, and that's why kids be having nightmares.
I had nightmares, bro.
And then after watching this,
not a lot.
After watching this,
well, while I was watching.
So you binged like the whole 7 episodes?
Yeah, and and on the nights when I started realizing like
it was this shit.
It's affecting me. Which is why I said I had to pray. I had to like end the night with listening to some gospel music, bro. Like,
Oh my God.
So you gonna finish watching the other 3 episodes?
Yeah, I had to, man. I couldn't stop.
Hey, man. Hey, the Bible says, "For God have not given us a spirit of fear, man."
But He has given us power.
Exactly, love and a sound mind, man. Don't watch that shit no more. I'll finish it up for you.
Bro, I had a. When you scroll through social media and you just see some stuff and it's like, that was stupid. Like somebody, it might be a video or it might be a post. We just say, that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I read a post, bro, that said, black people are the only people that think outside has a smell.
Sad.
Like when you be outside all day and then you come in the house.
I just told my family they smell like outside the other day.
I know I was smelling like outside. I was like, damn.
I think it's when people say that. I think it means like you smell fresh, like you sweaty, you smell.
Yeah, you smell like you've been moving around. That's all.
That's what I think it's like.
Yeah, and I know I've been in the house, and then people that were outside, like somebody was maybe playing basketball or whatever. They come in the house.
Playing basketball is musty.
Or whatever, just outside for whatever reason, walk around the block or whatever. It has a smell.
Why wouldn't even being outside have a smell? Like, why wouldn't it?
Right. You
But
see
were
what
they
I'm
being
saying?
serious? Well, when they was
And that's why I had to. I had to jump back. I'm like,
They say black people are the only people that think it's outside has a smell.
Yeah.
So who wrote this? A black person or a white person? Who wrote this?
let me go back. Let me go back and see. I know a black person
Outside is full of different type of
Yeah,
smells.
it's cars, it's diesel fuel.
When you wake up in the
it's
morning,
pollution,
you in your own house.
It's grass, it's manure, it's fertilizer.
Yeah.
It's everything out there.
let me see. Oh man. But anyway,
Was this a negress?
man, I thought I have to find it later. But it
outside,
just
outside
didn't.
do have a smell.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, that's stupid.
Everybody think outside has a smell.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what, like, that's stupid.
Maybe they were
everything
saying
have a smell though.
you could tell when somebody been outside. Basically, that's what
Yes,
they're
I
saying.
guess that's what you basically said.
Yeah.
Because like I say, my family came in the house the other day. I was in the house all day. And I'm like, damn, y'all smell like outside.
Yeah. I've been outside all day. Like, just
I
you
just
don't.
got it from my grandma and my mom.
Outside is like you don't smell fresh to me. That's what it smells like. You
Yeah.
don't. It smell like
You
you
don't
been
smell like soap
sweating.
and water.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's not that you stink. It just smell like you just
need
been
to get a shower.
outside. You can use a shower. Yes.
No, you need to.
Yeah. But it ain't a need like right then and there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Before you start getting the furniture and all this other shit, like yeah. Outside is like you're kind of like funky though.
Outside to me again is somebody who's not fresh like out the shower or something, like they've been moving around. That's what outside like funky is. That's now if you saying outside is funky and that's the equivalent, then yeah. But I mean, to me, I don't necessarily equate somebody just being outside as being funky. They just somebody who ain't fresh like that. That's all.
Somebody who ain't clean.
No, not clean, not fresh.
Like every time I was told that I smell like outside, I was told to go take a shower.
Cause you a kid. Now that's different.
Oh.
You know, kids.
It was when I was a kid. So.
Yeah. Kids move around a little differently. They be,
They just be moving for no reason.
Yeah.
Just be twirling and sweat. Like, bro, could you just sit down somewhere? No, it's just fun.
Yeah.
All type of twerking and all. Just spin it. Just
Yeah,
spin it.
my kids ain't doing no twerking.
Twerk. No, I didn't mean to say twerking.
Yeah,
Okay.
no twerking.
Man, like, just twitching and moving all around the place and
I
jumping
feel
and
you,
just
but
doing
I
all
know
types of
twerking,
shit.
goddamn. You
Bad
twerking
choice
and
of
you
words.
smelling like outside too? Oh my god.
Bad choice of words.
Must have been on top of a police car.
Black Lives Matter event.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter.
Question for y'all. And I know we probably ain't gonna touch the subject, but I wanted to get y'all
I'll
opinion.
touch it. Wait, hold on. Rewind it back. Especially if this the question where I think fam's gonna talk about. Damn, we live in this day and age, huh?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. Pause.
Hey, well, no homo. Now go ahead and answer the question.
Is the LGBT community bullies?
I don't know now. If they come after me for saying no homo, then we're gonna have to see.
Are
But
they bullies?
like I said, I kind of stay like I don't really associate with a lot of them like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some. They cool. Like as their like own community, as politically.
No,
yeah.
it's just that it don't matter. Like that's to me, that's one community where I ain't never seen what don't nobody say shit about. You can say shit about black people,
Jews.
Hispanic, Jews.
No, you can't say nothing
shit
about
about
Jews.
You can't say them. Nope. You see what they
Well-
did to Nick Cannon?
Yeah, they ain't Jews though. They don't
What?
get no
Okay,
work.
two then.
Okay.
But two then, LGBT and the Jews. How are we supposed to say? What's the correct term? It's Jews?
Just it's
It's
Jews.
what's
What's wrong with Jews? Like
No, I'm just saying I want to be politically correct.
that's the story, ain't it?
I like to just say Jewish, but
Jewish.
that's me. That's me. And I'm
Jewish community. Them
I
the
like
two
to say
that-
Jews. Well,
Them
they
the
come on, fam. Like
But I'm just saying.
Like we go by black. Are y'all serious? The blacks. Come on, man.
But that community is one that don't nobody fuck with.
Yeah.
Period. And if you don't believe in what they selling or whatever, you're like you don't like them, you hate them or whatever like that. Just because I don't believe of your lifestyle or whatever you doing or whatever like that, it don't mean I don't like you. I ain't say I wish you dead, I wish you die, I want to kill you. No. I just say stay over there.
Hey, real quick, not to cut you off. You came to work yesterday?
Yeah.
Did somebody try to hand you a magnet?
No.
All right, cool. All right, never mind. Then go ahead. Yeah, it has something to do with what you're talking about. But yeah,
No, but I'm just saying like
he stuck them in everybody's mailbox. You get one of mine. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Mom. I done gave out the mom. Spaces. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about too, right? He's a driver.
Oh, I think I do. Yeah, I think I do.
If you think you do.
But it's just the simple fact of just because you don't believe in their lifestyle, they think you don't like them or you hate them or anything like that. I don't think. It's a touchy subject. When you don't really. I'm trying to put this so I won't be coming off as.
What, homophobic?
Yeah, homophobic or don't like. Because it's like you don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like you or anything like that.
You just don't want them to push their agenda on you.
Yeah, it's just that if I don't believe in that stuff and I believe in this way, okay, that's cool. We just agree to disagree. You stay over there, I stay over here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. And that's how I think the whole community should go about it. Long as somebody ain't like it is some people out there that's really trying to kill them because they are gay.
Cool.
There's some people like be doing some stuff to them or whatever. I don't want to get into that. I don't really know.
But you just said it be happening. Because I be trying to figure out who. I mean, people be trying to kill everybody. Like that's something that
it's a hate crime. Either way it goes, it's
a hate crime.
When they get targeted, when you can target somebody for their orientation or their sexual orientation, you know what I'm saying? It's just a hate crime.
Just I wanted to get y'all's opinion on that because I just saw it on the show I was watching on YouTube one time, and the title of it was LGBTQ plus
IA plus.
See what I'm saying? That's why I really want to mention all this stuff. That's why I just stay away. Like I'm like Jay every day. I just stay away from it completely. I just don't try to do it because every time you turn around, it's adding something. This mean that. You said a derogatory term.
It's about confusion.
It's so confusing.
It's about confusion.
And then it was
they got a hankering. They got a hankering.
One dude, he broke it down so quick, right? He said, "What's the L in LGBT+?"
Lesbian.
Lesbian, right? So if I identify, so what a lesbian is? What is a lesbian?
Two women.
So what if one of the women identifies as a man?
That's.
Are they trans?
No, just.
But the trans is inside the gay community too. But what if one of the women identifies as a man, but she's a woman?
Right. So, from my understanding, from talking to people, when that's the case, they understand that they're still biologically a woman. They just want to be identified as a man. So they make that their relationship is still a lesbian relationship.
But could you identify as a man? Wouldn't they be a heterosexual
Look,
person?
man. Yeah. Look, this is why this is confusing.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's move on to something else. This is a bunch of confusion.
And that's what he was saying.
I'm not no part of like that.
And that's what I just wanted to get y'all.
Salute to y'all, man. Y'all going crazy this y'all month. You know, if you got a hankering for some tankering, do your thing, man.
I think they're bullies. I think that at least the keyboard warriors are bullies. The people that push, social media, talking about canceling people and share and all this.
But ain't there mostly people that's bots though?
Them be straight motherfuckers talking that shit too.
Yeah. I think a lot of them are, but I think just like with everything, I think a lot of them are bullies.
Those be the cisgender.
I don't even know what that is.
Bro, I don't know what a lot of that stuff means. I just say okay.
Cisgender is normal.
Okay.
I just say okay.
Exactly. See how this is confusing?
I just say okay.
You said normal. Oh my God, that's some wild shit right there. Man.
That's why I just say
it was able to be understood, right?
I just say okay.
Cisgender person is, I guess, a heterosexual person.
Yeah, all right.
I'm saying they don't added a C now. Like, what's going?
Hey, we had a question. I'm sorry about this. I apologize for bringing this much confusion.
I mean,
but I just want to know. But I'm really sorry. We should talk about this.
As long as you're not saying anything insulting.
No, it's not. It's just that it's a lot that you want to learn, but then you start throwing all these letters, pluses, and all this stuff. I
don't want to learn, bro. It's
just that you want to be. You don't want to offend nobody.
Right.
Put it like that.
And what we've said so far, I'm not one of them, but I don't see how anybody could be offended.
And then when you just say, you know what, y'all just stay over there, we're gonna stay over here. It's like, oh, you trying to be no, but I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. My brain hurt. I got enough shit I'm thinking about on normal things. Yeah. I don't want to be thinking about a whole bunch of other shit.
So that's not normal.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's another thing, man.
So when people use normal, now you kind of like you saying that's not normal. Look, man, that's why exactly I leave that. Hey, again, it's y'all month, do y'all thing, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with me.
I'm sorry to our audience. I'm not even going to say I'm sorry to our audience, but it's just really confusing. That's all. And I'll be trying to figure it out.
Man, you can hit Maul on the socials.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, you're not.
Slide in his DMs with skis on. Let him know what it really means.
Hey, boy, I won't even read your shit. I just put block. I won't read nothing. Motherfucker got so many you want to be a sugar babies in my shit. I just started right over to my
You gonna get some pictures on your DMs. This what it mean to be gay, nigga.
He on some bullshit, bro. Why you gonna put that over eyes, man? Why you gonna put that over shit, bro?
Hey, boy, that's what's gonna happen, man.
Oh, Lord.
Hey. See, I don't accept, man. I ain't even got Messenger, so don't fuck with me, you know.
You had another word.
Go ahead. It's your question. Go ahead.
No, I'm cool. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish doing your thing. That's what I get. Should have stayed in my lane. Should have stayed away.
No, you presented the question.
What question? What I
The
told
one
you?
you called me about, yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Oh, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I wrote it down.
That's why I called you, because I knew you would write it down.
So, before we go there, I have a question. So, is the female version of a simp called a pick-me?
What?
Pick me.
A pick-me.
What does
that
a
mean
pick
something?
me?
A pick-me is basically a woman that says whatever a man wants to hear so he can choose her over other women.
It's a lot of women out here like that.
No, I don't think that's the female version of the simp.
But it's a lot of women out here that just go along with like everything, just like yes girls. Don't tell you if you're wrong, don't tell you shit, because she want a man that bad. It's a lot of them out here.
That's a part of what I was
Trying to get at.
trying to get at. Yeah.
There's a lot of women out there that just really don't give you no arguments, go along with every flow that you have, don't want to correct you if you're wrong, don't want to. It's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of yes women. Like they say, yes men, it's a bunch of yes women.
Is it? What is it?
In this nowadays age, for real, it's a lot of them.
Well, where? Otherwise, it seems like fellas shouldn't have no problem. Because, I mean, if you got a whole manosphere dedicated to.
But who would really want that, though?
No, the niggas in the manosphere.
A lot of them, you would think that, because I listen to a lot of content regarding what you just said, and a lot of you would think that that's exactly what they want.
Who men?
And a lot of men in the manosphere.
What is the manosphere?
This is just a segment of YouTube.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's
know,
basically a segment of YouTube.
dedicated to men. Just like you have a segment, you got your divestment crowd, that's what they call it, where you have black women who only, deal with white dudes, and then they'll kind of talk down about black dudes. You have a manosphere section, and they kind of bicker it back and forth with just. You have your regular manosphere section, and then you have a black manosphere section. You know what I mean? It's just all these little subcultures or whatever in YouTube. I mean,
that's cool, but I really wish what could happen. We can go back and just take this whole social media thing and throw this shit down the drain, and just get back to some normal shit. Because it's like, it's so many labels for every fucking thing. I'm not saying
confusion.
Thank you. And it's like, oh, you're not supposed to say that no more? Oh, you can't do that no more? That shit was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that no more? You gonna go to jail for that? And it's like you said, manosphere. I never heard of that shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what Kevin Samuels was saying.
Yeah.
The manosphere.
The manosphere. Right.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, he said he used to be in the manosphere, black manosphere. So
if you in the black manosphere, what does that mean about you as a man?
I guess you just have some type of issues with
control. You want to control everything?
No, not necessarily. It just means you got issues with black women and the way they move.
In particular, yeah.
And women in general as a whole. You got to.
I'm going to say them motherfuckers tripping because women are beautiful.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't know about all that shit. You want to go back to the last question?
No, that's what I'm saying. This sounds like this turned into a. Yeah, no, bro. This ain't that.
No, I was gonna say women.
No. But I guess the initial question is, for me to ask you is like, where are the yes women? Where are they?
I think.
Look, I think they out there.
That's what I'm saying. I just think they out there.
But a real dude don't want no yes woman, so you don't see those women. They're invisible to. You know what I'm saying? I know me personally. I need my woman to have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you some shit, you need to have your own brain. I don't need another me. Then I don't need you.
Right. Like, it's like in Coming to America, Prince Hakeem.
Yeah.
When he was telling.
Bark like a dog.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
she was a yes woman.
Well, where are they? Yes, they are out there. There's, what I'm saying, there's something for everybody because some niggas might like that. But it's not like a whole bunch of these females out here that's yes women.
They out here giving up their taxes.
Especially right.
Oh, they the ones who like somebody flip your taxes.
Yeah, but they scamming.
No, them the ones who give
Who
dudes
give you
to
the
flip
money.
their taxes.
Yeah.
Them the dude women that get you to flip their taxes.
Yeah. I mean, but that's fine in between. It's not a whole bunch of
The
women.
ones
that's
that
doing
buy
it.
box Chevys.
Especially black women. Like a lot of black women is not no yes. A lot of them is not no yes women. No,
Because they had to
they're
get their
not.
stuff out the dirt. Most of the yes women, have been pampered their whole entire lives.
Yes.
And I mean, it is what it is. Still like that,
It
but
is
it's
what
not
it
a
is.
whole bunch of these. So if we're saying there's a lot of yes women that white women.
I say women in general. I don't just say just one.
Well, that's what I'm saying because
Yeah, I'm saying just in
I'm
general.
saying a lot of black women are not yes women.
But I'm speaking in general. I'm just speaking in overall Hispanics, white, Italians, Asians, whatever you want to call, all women. Period. If you women,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go back to the first question. We're just women.
Okay.
Just women. Period. I think
I know what
it's
he
a,
was
it's a bunch of them that do this. Yes,
I
women.
think they're all.
I don't, especially in the black community, because y'all was talking about patriarchy versus matriarchy. If you got a matriarchy and the black community is mainly matriarchy, who the fuck is where's this black woman saying yes to everything?
That's why I said.
That's what I'm trying to. Now we talk about as a community, we don't really deal with those other communities as a whole. We don't know what they doing, and white women don't seem too yes to me either. They play that shit. Nah. I think there are some out there. There's a lot of somethings out there. You know what I mean? Like, but I just don't think it's a whole bunch. Like,
I think why you think it's not a whole bunch, or I agree. I do agree with you. It's not a whole bunch.
I think you're about to say what I'm about to say.
Oh, go ahead then.
I think it's a dollar amount attached to it.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
I think it's a dollar amount. I think the yes women that exist in the world are attached to dudes that have a certain amount of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'm not, and this is just for perspective purposes. If you had a Chris Brown concert, the majority of the audience, vast majority of the audience is women.
mm-hmm.
I'd wager that if he could take down at least half of that audience in that one night.
Well, he's a celebrity.
And that's what I mean. Like the top 5% is where all the yes women, the majority of the yes women are.
Okay, I get where you're coming from.
Okay.
I get
So you saying they're in there for a different reason, just because of the money? Right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you saying so? If you got a lot of bread, you can find a lot of yes women.
Oh yeah.
That'll laugh at all your corny jokes. That'll just do whatever.
Oh,
they
yeah.
I
do.
know my jokes is corny. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mr. Real Hill.
No, I was gonna say because we compared it to the number of simps, correct? That's where the conversation stemmed from.
Mm-hmm. There's plenty of these niggas.
Only because men chase sex. You know what I'm saying? And ain't too many women out here chasing sex. They can get it whenever.
Yeah.
The women chasing sex would be, the female version of a simp, but it's more men chasing sex than women. So of course we're not going to see. It ain't too many women out here begging to get dick. Like, but it's men out here buying farts. So.
But did you hear that story? A chick was selling her farts and she went into cardiac arrest from trying to do it.
Shit, everybody do was setting up pum pum sensors.
How she do that? How she going in? She wasn't eating beans or?
No, she
You
was
eat enough beans, you can fart for like.
That's what I mean. She was doing all that. She was eating beans, drinking protein shakes, and like taking like stuff to make
She must
make her
think
go
it's
to the
good for you.
bathroom.
So wait,
Like, she-
how the hell did she get him in the bag? What the fuck? Wait, hold on.
it
Go
was
back.
in-
You can fart in the bag, bro.
Who?
She's farting in mason jars.
It was mason jars.
You
I
can
don't know
fart
how-
in them, bro,
So
and seal that shit up.
she was farting in the jar and then put the top on it.
Yep.
The smell is gone by the
No,
time
it's
you put
not.
the
Bro.
jar.
It ain't.
don't
It don't. It just. It's just.
$1,000 a jar.
It's just the idea. Yeah. Yeah.
She selling $1,000 a jar.
Yes.
And sold out every time.
Every
What
time.
these niggas said? I got some farts. I can just go get What these niggas said? $1,000 a jar?
Nigga, I'm gassy right now. You feel me? Like,
I put like another name or celebrity name on this shit and give it to him.
bro, niggas is not this lame, bro.
You
Yes,
can't
they
tell,
were, bro.
They
And this-
paid
and this is
$1,000
the-
a jar?
This is why you can. I mean, like, I couldn't
Y'all
see.
real?
I couldn't see yes women really surviving out here if you got niggas that's buying farts.
Yep.
Bro, a woman that's putting her
Nah.
farts in jars and selling them,
$1,000 a jar.
And she almost died because her heart was just pumping so fast from all the stuff she was taking to make her fart more and more.
All she had to do is like, boom, do a couple of them a day.
Shit, it's a White Castle right down the street. Shit, good money.
Greed knows no bounds, man. once that money start flowing in, what?
Bro, there's only so much you can do for money, though, bro. And Coca-Cola as a sponsor is one of them.
If you drink that shit warm, you start farting.
Oh my God, farting in the jars and she was selling it for $1,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Selling out, bro. She had no stock.
Who are these niggas? Man?
Simps.
Definitely Simps. Definitely San Francisco type niggas. You know, or you know that area.
I figured like middle of the cornfield ass motherfuckers.
You think so?
Who only around their cousins.
But they be hitting their
Shit,
cousins.
they fucking in.
Yeah, they at least getting their cousins. You see what I'm saying? That's some wild shit, but they getting their cousins. These dudes are incels. Like, they really in the crib. Like, especially like computer dudes. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them don't come out the crib, man. They really into. That's why I said like that whole Bay Area. Some real weird shit going on over there. I think a lot of them. I mean, plus you got to have enough money to spend $1,000 on something like that. Think about it. You got $1,000.
So this is according to RollingStone.com. A TikToker made $200,000 farting in
people
jars.
have you on there. I got $1,000 farts for women, goddamn it.
Oh man, I put it right in this smoothie can and tape that bitch up.
Go home.
And send this shit through UPS.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
It said RollingStone.com. A TikToker made $200,000 farting in jars.
Damn, she made good bread. She got enough to put another heart in her chest.
Hey, bro, y'all know that? Remember that girl, Catch Me Outside girl?
Yeah.
She bought a $5.something million mansion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Made all that money on black folk.
Only fans might not be that bad, bro.
All of them ain't making money, though.
Yeah.
Bro, but just enough to get me where I need to go and then
You
stop.
thinking about doing that?
Bro,
You
it's like,
finna-
bro, you can't sit there and tell me.
It's small _ 98. He's selling feet pics on them motherfucker.
Hey, bro, you can't sit up here and tell me when you start hearing motherfuckers doing stupid shit for money, you like, if I could just do that shit for about a year, I'd quit.
I know y'all. You was talking about going to jail and shit.
It's like you just need enough. You just need enough to get your motherfucking dreams or whatever going. That shit is crazy though. How people just do be doing a lot of shit for money though.
They be selling bath water. Or what looks like bath water.
Like
say
I said,
whatever you
Erykah
want to.
Badu, she was selling.
Yeah, she was. That's what I'm
Was that
saying.
juice?
No, she was selling the incense.
Incense.
Well, she had to use juice to make the incense.
Man, that pussy ain't that far.
Gotta ask Common. Gotta ask
them niggas.
Andre 3000.
Man, look here.
What you saying? You gotta try it out to see?
I ain't saying. Dog, first of all,
Mom gonna come in this bitch with a dashiki on. His head right there. Hell yeah. You gonna have chicken bones on this motherfucker. Chicken feet bones down here, boy.
Hey,
first of all, if I see the woman did that to other dudes, I'm good. I don't even want none of that. I'm cool. I'm good.
You ain't gonna test?
No, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Ma gonna come in here like, hey man, don't call me Ma no more. Call me Tyrone, bro.
I'm Gucci. She ain't call me Jamal. I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that.
Nah, man. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But anyway,
It's just some serious stuff.
there's some serious stuff. So the question was, oh, here it is. Do you think people are out here using mental health as a scapegoat for bad behavior?
Everything's a dual-edged sword.
I think white people do it, yeah. I don't think that shit is even applicable for black people. Like, black people can't use that shit. They don't give a fuck if you got none of that. You going to jail.
Damn, that is a good point.
Like, show me a situation where a black Nash, whatever, was able to just use that and get off.
All the latest ones they done said it's been because of mental health.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
All
give me a black a black shooter or something where he's
See, we
been
don't
able
do
to
it.
use that. It's like, no, you gonna take this.
Oh, I guess this
guilty.
one that was in, what was that, Tulsa, Oklahoma? He was black. Was he black?
Yeah. Oh
He's-
yeah.
He said because his back pain or something, like the doctor fucked up his back, and he said he was gonna kill anybody that got in his way. And
The
that's
Haitian
the only reason.
cat. The Haitian cat.
Oh shit! I ain't know he was Haitian. Damn. I shouldn't have brought that up. Fuck. You laugh.
Biased now.
You didn't know?
I didn't know. I promise you, I did not know he was Haitian.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know.
Damn.
But he changed his name to a more American name.
So he's American. Then he wasn't Haitian.
No.
No.
He was American. He wasn't Haitian.
No.
He said he wasn't American.
No.
But it's just that it do though. Cause just as we look at it too, ever since this mental health thing been going on, everybody always talking about I got anxiety, I got panic attacks, I have this, I have that. It's nothing like I just need to do some work on myself. I need to get myself right. It's always you blaming it. It's like us as a black community, and I can't speak for everybody else. I'm just talking about us right now. We love to put shit on other things instead of just looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and be like, I'm really fucked up. I need to do something to myself. I need to do something. It's never where, oh, it was my daddy's fault. It was my mama's fault. It was I was born here. Like I always say, your mama could have swallowed you, bro. Your daddy could have left you on your mama's booty. All these things is funny, it's jokes or whatever, but it's dead serious. You won a million chance of getting here. It's like, you know how many people have fertility issues about not having kids and shit? So
In the booty though, bro?
yeah, he could have left you on your mama's cheek. Right there on that tattoo.
I thought you said any. I said, oh,
No, he could have left you on
this
the
is
cheek.
really an LGBT month, boy. This thing going, wow.
No, but he could have, like, you couldn't have made it here. You couldn't have
Yeah.
been the first one out the what you call it to make it. There
Yeah.
was a billion of you motherfuckers. You made it to the egg first.
Yeah.
So I say that to say that sometimes you just gotta look at yourself and just do whatever work you need to do to get you back normal. If you can't associate with other people for you blaming them for your thing, maybe you just need to be by yourself till you get yourself right.
But wouldn't that also like come in part with recognizing you might have a mental health issue?
That is true.
And that's what I think a lot of people position possible mental health issues with.
I mean, people are weaponizing mental health.
Yes, and that's what we're really trying to get at. That's what I'm really trying to get at.
How do I want to say this?
I got accused of weaponizing it.
Are you there?
Yeah.
How old you?
I can't speak on it right now.
Okay.
He got a case pending on that, you know?
Y'all ain't getting me, Vlad.
So, was this a family member?
But it is true though, because we do. Once we find out something that is a loophole in some type of system, people take advantage of it. It don't matter what it is. People take advantage of the loopholes that's in the system all the time.
That's what I was trying to say. If somebody commits insert whatever bad act, people would say that they did that because they have mental health issues.
But what, I mean, are we talking about just people in general? Because what black person is getting away with that shit? I've not seen any black people. Yeah, you can say you got mental health problems or whatever, but what black person is
You
getting
still
away
gonna pay
with
for it, but that's why I'm looking at it like, why the whole world don't go for the same thing that they do for black people then? Because, like you say, black people really don't get away with it. But a white motherfucker can get away with it. All them other races can get away with it, and they be crazy. They don't go do no jail time. They go to the mental health evaluations. They get on medications and all this shit. But if a black person said, okay, you still gonna go to jail first, and when you get through serving these 20 years, we're gonna go get you some help.
Like,
But we're gonna get this free labor out you first. You're gonna be part of the system.
with Dylan Roof, they tried to say he was,
Mentally ill.
man, he like, nah,
I'm cool.
I did that shit.
Yeah.
Basically, I
They
did
started
that
trying
shit.
to give it to him.
Yeah, he like, nah, he didn't want it. So, I mean,
He's so crazy he don't even know it.
right?
Damn.
So, I mean, yeah, to me, it's like, okay, you have a lot of, and there are a lot of black people dealing with just a lot of different shit, but they don't never go get that shit taken care of, like, evaluated. They don't go to the clinic. They don't go see anybody for it. A lot of times black people try to self-medicate.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
then, like they say, all these shootings and all this killing and that stuff around here in our communities and shit is because of mental health.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say it's on mental health though. I would really say it's because motherfuckers having kids and not being in the same household. We're not parenting our kids.
It's
But that causes that. That would cause poor mental health. I mean, if a child's been raped or you've seen different type of, you see violence or whatever, that's PTSD. You can have all that.
That's true, but it's still, we got to come back all the way to the root. Still, you're not parenting your kids, though.
Right, but but if you're talking about the person, the individual who has the mental health problem,
yeah,
that stems from them not being properly parented.
So you talking about the parent having a mental health issue?
No, I'm talking about the child, because if you just said they weren't properly parented,
yeah,
right? So things could have happened along the way,
yeah,
where since they weren't properly parented, they ended up with a mental health issue.
Yeah. But if you was properly parented, we would have got you some help because we saw that was happening. Instead of you out there putting that pain on everybody else.
I mean, but let's keep it a buck though. Black people don't really consider mental health a thing. Mm-hmm. Y'all, it's three of y'all sitting right here in front of me. How many of y'all actually talk to a mental health care professional?
Nah, ain't no wrong with you.
I don't
wait, hold on, G. It's four guys here. Yeah. I got a therapist. Yeah. I talk to this lady. She get on my ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get me straight.
Yeah.
I ain't crazy. Don't get by no means. You know what I'm saying? I think I'd have been in the same position, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. But she most definitely helped me to understand myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was out here doing a bunch of dumb shit that I thought
right.
had no. I ain't gonna say it was right, but I didn't think it affected me or the people around me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, boom, I'm gonna go do this. I don't know this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm good. I come back home, I sleep, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like the people around me, how that affected me, right? And then it's like, since you don't think about that, then maybe you should. And I'm like, damn, I never thought about that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, so I mean, it helped me move different. It helped me really understand myself.
So how did you get to that point where you had to? You said somebody told you should look into that, or it was just
I talked to her about it off camera. Yeah. But I got to a point where I was, I wasn't wild. Look, I wasn't out here hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was a behavior issue in my personal life.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, because I didn't see nothing wrong with what I was doing. I'm like, all right, whatever. But it's like, all right, maybe I should. Like, fuck it. From nothing leaves nothing. So I was like, let me go see, right? Mm-hmm. All y'all got health insurance. I'm telling you right now, all our health insurance covers most of this stuff. Okay. We all, I think when I talk to a lot of black men especially, we know TV therapists. They hear $100 an hour, $500 an hour. That's Hollywood.
Yeah.
This therapist out here is $60 an hour, and your insurance is going to cover 75, 80% of that. Okay. So you paying a dub out of pocket for a session. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of them who will give you a free session to see where you at, to see if they're the right therapist for you. I'll put all y'all, get one session. Just one. You ain't got to make it a weekly thing, a monthly thing. The same way we try to tell men to go get a physical checkup, go get a mental checkup.
Yeah.
It ain't going to hurt you. You might find out something about yourself that'll make you a better person. Take that back, a better you. How about that? Fuck society, become a better you.
But you say all that, that's dope what you said, and I commend you for going to do the work on yourself definitely. And doing all that. That's a huge thing, because a lot of people don't even get to do the check. But when I come to me and people, I ask myself plenty of times, do I think I need a therapist? Because I don't think I do, because I always, no matter what, I try to hold myself. I hold myself accountable. Like, I can have an argument with somebody, or we can have a disagreement. Well, I wasn't seeing what you're saying, but I'll go back and think about it, like, was I wrong?
Yeah.
Like, in any way, shape, or form, I was wrong?
Yeah.
And I think about, like, I'm not just trying to say I'm right all the time about this, or I do this right, or I do that right. Even with situations, when I give people a chance, I always look at myself. I never look at that person. I look at myself like what I can do right, what I can do better. Because I can't get mad how you treat me. I can only, when I react, I can't get mad how you treat me. It's only up to me to keep allowing you to treat me that way.
Right.
So if you keep doing that and stuff like that, and I think you're not a good friend, I just got to distance myself from you. Just get that out of my life. Because I'm going to still be me. I can't change who I am because you fucking up.
Right.
So I try to always look at myself before anything and blame anything on anybody.
No, that's fine. Okay, you say you feel like you don't need a therapist. When do you think you need a doctor?
I do need to go get a check. I think the pandemic when came around, I think a lot of people stopped, because I used to go get mine every 6 months.
I went to see the doctor when I had COVID. Them niggas gave me a $16,000 bill. So I'd be damned if a motherfucker I'm just talking to finna give me some. You know what I mean?
No, but I do need to go back because I was going like I was doing my 6-month checkup every 6 months.
I mean, because most men, you'll hurt yourself at work, bang your knee, rub that shit out.
Yeah,
I've definitely done that one, boy. I fucked my shit up.
That shit hurt for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you like, no, it's getting better. I'm all right.
It's not hurting as bad as it was when it first started. It still hurt, but it's not hurting as bad.
Now you got a permanent limp. Because you should have just went to the doctor to get it looked at.
But you're probably right, though. But nigga probably do need to go talk. Just have at least one session.
Get one session. A lot of them is free. A lot of them is free.
Y'all niggas do it, man. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, look at these crazy ass niggas. Nigga talking with this nigga.
Fuck is this, the Sopranos?
Nah, I was actually thinking about that before you presented that question to me. I was thinking, what I think the people should get therapy if it's a repeating theme to where people say that when people say that tell them that they need therapy or go see somebody to talk to somebody about something, or if they have constant things that are going through their mind that's bothering them. That's constantly bothering them and they can't figure out why. They don't know what's the source of it or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you have something bothering you consistently, then yeah, but if you don't, then don't. You know, like that's really the way I think about it. And I think definitely more people need to go, but I think people should go if they need to go.
How do you need to go? We don't assess black people. We don't assess mental health. In a lot of households, motherfuckers just crazy. You just chalk it up as that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and at that point, at that point, the
niggas is crazy.
But a lot of it be women.
It be men and women, and they don't need to just talk to somebody. Niggas need a drug. Like, I ain't talking about weed. Like, niggas need whole. You know, the drug thing, like, you need to not just see a psychologist, you need to see a psychiatrist. You need mental health drugs.
But then, you know, a therapy, I mean, talking to somebody doesn't necessarily mean that you have something, quote unquote, wrong with you. Like, you may just need to talk to somebody that's gonna allow you to talk, to unpack your thoughts. Like, you got a lot going on, not saying you got to go to a therapist or whatever, but people go to just talk. Like, you may need to verbalize your thoughts, and people go talk to a therapist for that. Right,
and then once you do that, let a professional help you unbox those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Me personally, I have a lot of times finding the right words in tough situations. Right, I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But to try to put somebody else at ease, I be like, this shit stuck.
Yeah,
talk to my therapist.
Jokes and shit.
Yeah, that's how I. That's how I diffuse.
We all laugh through pain, and I know that's a black thing. We all laugh.
That's therapy.
We all
laughter is therapy.
Laughter is therapy for the soul, I think.
Yeah,
like your motherfucker, somebody got shot
for your soul, not your mental.
Nigga trying to go to heaven and not pay my $20.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Especially you got up there and you saying that in front of everybody.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Now you owe me the $20. You his brother. You his next kid. You owe me the $20. He owe me. Yeah. Oh, listen, we fucked up though. We fucked up. B. I could just say that there and say his brother owed him. His brother just got killed, but his brother owed me $20 though. Because he got dead. He gonna go.
And you can't tell me motherfuckers don't think that way?
Facts. You can't. Facts. Big facts.
And people that think that need to go talk to somebody.
I think it's just
nobody. I mean, that. I get, you know, everybody's situation. Everybody's situation is different. You're not finna go tell me this nigga who live on Karloff and goddamn Jackson is going to go see the goddamn therapy. They just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got other shit to really be dealing with. I mean, niggas is shooting, niggas. I mean, we just got so much going on within our community where it's like, I ain't got time to really just be sitting up here talking to a therapist, especially if you don't have insurance.
They got programs for that now.
Them niggas is not doing it.
You're right. And I think, me personally, I think it's just a lack of, it's ignorance to the fact that there are things available to go do what you need to do.
I think one of the scary things about it, or one thing that scares black people away from it, is people think that just because you're seeing somebody, that means you're crazy.
You are.
See, nigga, it's always a nigga like like Jay every day.
Jay, Josh, whatever the fuck, nigga, you're crazy. Goddamn it.
Like Jay every day.
I only go by that name, but I know my real shit. I know my real name. Now, when you go to the therapist, you might not know your real shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just a black thing where you're gonna get these jokes no matter what. So go just get your checkup and do what you need to do because people gonna joke about it no matter what.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's
like,
not coming from a malicious place though. People not trying to be malicious and just like really rain on your parade or anything like that. Because if you want to help yourself, go do what you need to do to help yourself.
Yeah, you gotta do what you. It's like if you had sex or whatever, and then you caught some type of STD. You think you not gonna go do what you gotta do with the doctor just because you gonna catch these jokes?
Yeah.
I'm coming with the jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna eat your ass. Like
you gonna get the jokes. And
but
you laugh with the shit.
You laugh with the shit. You know you crazy. Shit.
Or if you don't like what he's saying, you leave him alone.
You know,
you gonna walk away and leave him alone.
Fuck you going to see the doctor for if ain't nothing wrong with you.
The fuck you tell him for?
Right, yeah. I mean, your shit confidential. Don't let everybody know.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, that's how I view it. Like,
but yeah,
if you feel you need to go, if you even have an inkling, like we were just saying, go check it out. Check it out. One session. A lot of them. The first session is free.
Whatever you need to do to make sure you're better, don't matter what nobody say, don't matter what we say, no matter what no jokes say. Whatever you need to do to get yourself right, for you to be that good enough for your family, go do what you need to do. It's just point blank, that serious. We can joke all we want to. We can say all these jokes. We can say it's all these programs. You have to look within yourself first to figure out, like, I have a problem. I need to probably go talk to somebody, and then that's what you need to go do. It don't matter if motherfucker got jokes for you or not, because that's just what us as black people do. Shit, we joke around to prevent from crying. Yeah. Shit, because if you really want to look at it, nigga, all of us will be crying all the fucking time. It's always bad shit happening. So you're going to get the jokes regardless. Just go do what you need to do to get yourself right. You got to look within yourself first. Everything always starts with yourself first. Just look within yourself and go do it.
I don't got nothing else to add to that.
There you go. Well, that's that crack.
Oh, you call us crack, baby.
Nah, he calling y'all crack, baby.
This has the crack.
Nah, wait, you was born in 1990, right?
89.
Oh, okay, you just
made it.
Just made it. You could have been a crack.
You just made it. He had half a crack baby.
Yeah, he had crack.
He had a crack baby.
Crack baby.
Yeah, he had a crack baby. It was coming too, though.
Oh yeah, it was close.
It was coming. It was coming. What else? You had another question? Or that was
Oh, that's well. I mean, I got other stuff, but
what about the? Oh, I thought we was talking about the gun thing.
What about it?
Remember, he sent us a video about the
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Kick it up.
How you feel about that, man? Real quick.
Well, essentially, one of the things that was talked about in the video that I sent was Joe Biden saying that, you know, given all these mass shootings, people are talking about stricter gun laws, right? Oh, it's kind of, I have two separate questions about it. Mm-hmm. But one of the things Joe Biden said was they're in discussion of changing the legal age to have a gun from 18 to 21.
Okay. That don't affect me now, so I don't know.
Yeah, it don't. But it's first of all, to me, I understand what you were saying. But from the video and from everybody else, a lot of people have a lot of false narratives about a lot of shit, though, when it comes to guns. Talking about, oh, it's so easy to get a gun. It's more easy to get a gun than to get an abortion. It's not that quick. You can't. It's different laws in different states. And here in Illinois, where we at, you don't just go to no gun store, pay the money, and get the gun the same day, brother.
Right.
First of all, it's a 72-hour hold.
Well, you know, Illinois got an Indiana problem. That's really the problem. So,
because you go over the border?
Yeah, Indiana is the real problem for Illinois. Where Illinois has these, strict gun laws, Indiana is the problem. That's why people, it don't matter, they still probably got whatever little time limit Indiana to get your weapon or whatever. But Indiana's known, they like gun runners. Indiana's full of fucking gun runners. We're around states that's like Missouri. You know what I'm saying? We're around some southern states, Kentucky, not too far from Tennessee. I mean, it's gun runners around. Illinois is easy for Chicago to get flooded by this shit.
But I'm just talking about in general. Like, it's not that easy. Like, you got to go through really background checks. But
here.
Yeah, but I'm talking about everywhere. It's a lot of places. Florida. You got to still go through a background check just to still get a gun, though.
Right, to get it legally. But if we talking about...
Yeah, and that's... You're exactly right. That's the point what we're trying to talk about. It don't matter how many laws you put in place. If I was doing bad shit and I want a gun, I'm going to find a way to get one.
Why you think the hood's so shut up every time?
Thank you. All them niggas got families. How the fuck they still getting guns?
Not just guns, nigga. Where you getting the bullets?
Yeah.
Dog, in Illinois, you got to have a FOIA card to buy bullets.
Right.
And that was my other question.
Indiana, all you need is an ID.
See?
That's what I'm saying. So in a lot of these states that has a lot of these gun crimes, like Philadelphia, I know Philadelphia you got to go through a lot of shit to get a gun in Philadelphia too, bro.
You know, but a lot of the guns come from gun shows, not the gun store.
Gun shows, that's true, which happens in Indiana.
You don't need shit to get the gun at a gun
gun store. I mean gun show.
Gun show.
I want to go to one too. Hey, by the way, if y'all ain't know, I'm 2A all day. I ain't trying none of that shit.
You don't need nothing. You just show up. You got the cash. You got a gun.
What's 2A?
Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. I don't know what in my household is a 2A household. You don't think you'll put that shit in my kid head or my motherfucking girl head. We 2A all day. We a 2A family, goddamn it.
So you sound like a gang, don't you?
Like, we 2A family.
We 2A, nigga.
2A. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, B.
You see the A on his head?
It's for Atlanta.
You said
I thought it was for the
for amendment. But you said Indiana is a problem for Illinois. Are you saying it because it's easy
access? I mean, again, it's just all these other states are more gun friendly than Illinois.
Yeah.
And the only reason Illinois isn't gun friendly is because you have Chicago. You know, which is
a city, a
major city. I mean,
city.
Yeah, big city. I mean,
That's
these others,
That's why New York too.
New York, LA. I mean, you know, just your major cities don't really have it like that.
Yeah.
You know.
But all them southern states, when you get across them southern borders, they're very, very gun friendly. And I don't know what they think gonna happen because them motherfucking rednecks is not giving up their guns. I don't give a fuck what you say. So if they not giving up their shit, I'm not giving up my shit.
Now, one thing I didn't agree with is the Uvalde. One of the
shooting?
Not the Uvalde shooting, but one of the senators in Texas. He was comparing the
yeah.
Uvalde shooting to average day on weekend in Chicago.
Yeah.
What the
That's not
fuck does that have to do with it? How do you compare a shooting to what's happening in Chicago? Like that's not even the same thing.
That's not the same at all. No.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that was what I was going to ask y'all. Like, do you think stricter laws?
It's not going to do nothing. People keep saying that it's not going to do anything. Like, cause you got to look at the simple fact of it is, right? Motherfuckers who go get concealed and carry cards, right?
Yeah.
That's to legally carry guns. You obey all the rules. When you see us a sign on the door, when you get your concealed and carry, you'll start seeing signs on doors because you start paying more attention to that shit. What you go do? Go put my gun right back in the car real quick to go in the store.
Mm.
You abide.
I was trying to keep a straight face.
You abide.
Hey, watch out.
Hey, you abide by all the rules.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just trying to say. You abide by all the fucking rules.
We're rule abiders over here.
Because you got your concealed carry, and you don't want to get that shit just taken away for no silly shit that you're doing. So you're gonna abide by all the rules. So if I was illegally doing shit, I don't give a fuck about your rules. I don't give a damn about what you say, what you do. So I'm gonna tell. So the dude for all the shooting on all schools is the sign on the door. He ain't abiding that sign. He still went into school.
All right.
So why didn't the sign stop him? That's what the sign is there for.
Ain't no guns in school. Let's not go here.
Yeah, but that's what that's what a lot of people don't fail to realize. They just keep blurting out shit. But it's like people are handing people guns. No, if you're gonna do some bad shit, you're gonna do that regardless.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what happens.
The only way I feel like if they wanted to stop, you would have to stop all gun manufacturers, right? We stop there, right? And then you would stop bullet manufacturing, right?
Yeah, but then
it's going to be people that know how to make bullets, but it's going to be very few.
Yes.
You're going to have people that try to learn how to do it or whatever. But most people then they'll put away their guns then because your gun is useless without the bullet. Yeah. That's the only way. Other than that, like motherfuckers gonna hack it.
We got 3D guns now with 3D printed bullets that'll kill you just as quick as the fucking Glock 9. Like
yeah, but you still need a motherfucker who know how to make them shits.
What do you mean? If there's schematics on the internet, all you need is 3D printer.
How much is them?
About 300.
That's a raggedy ass 3D printer.
No, they didn't got cheaper. 3D printing has been a while for a minute.
I just looked in them shits and it was like...
It depends on how big. The bigger ones
yeah,
run you a couple grand.
Okay.
You can get a basic 3D printer that'll print you like a Glock 19.
Okay.
About $300 for the printer and about another $250 for the filament.
Cool. Even with all that, right? Because you're getting schematics and all that still requires some type of internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We see a motherfucker running, you know... We got technology, they can check anything. We see a nigga with a 3D printer doing some wild shit. Okay, we at your door. I mean, I'm just saying, we can nail this shit down to the bone. Like, niggas is not.
But it's a lot of things too, like, bro, we said some shit, Spaces said some shit, or we said some shit on our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Why they took our shit down? But these motherfuckers can spit all this hate about free speech, talking about they're gonna kill schools, but you didn't flag that? You didn't catch that?
Yeah, I forgot what you put up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck point exactly. He said some bullshit. He wasn't talking about killing nobody. He said some bullshit. But this dude and a lot of these people talking about how they going to copycat this dude and saying all this shit on the internet and don't none of that shit get like flagged or nothing. Come on, man.
Yeah, and
that's you need viewership, bro. You need content.
That's what I was really getting at. It's like
it's nothing more organic than a nigga shooting somebody. That's content, bro.
But still, you ain't Fred flagged the shit. You ain't sent his name to the FBI, CIA, National Homeland Security. You ain't sent his name nowhere.
Well, we checked in on him. We did some mental health evaluation.
But shit,
he seemed like he was good, so we let him go.
Need to. Hey, we're gonna come knock on your door because you said LGBTQ TT plus or some shit. You forgot to put.
You just put that up or something?
No, the Jeff Bezos' wife. When I said
she's the richest woman.
Richest woman because she was married to the richest man or something like that.
Yeah, what was wrong? Who flagged that? It was somebody in the group.
No, it still don't. But bro, that's still.
They flagged that.
But I'm saying they ain't flag a shooting. A dude somebody gonna shoot somebody.
And that's really what I was really getting at with the question. Like, do you think the law? Like, I don't think the law. The people that abide by the law are the problem.
It's not the people who actually go do the shit the right way. It's never been the people that do the shit the right way.
This shit come up every time, nigga. When Democrats and shit is in office. Like, we always talking about the same stupid shit. Again, I'm of the opinion if white folks want to shut that shit down, they could shut that shit down. Like, again, you just kind of go whatever steps they want to go about.
It ain't happening it did happen in Parkland.
All I'm saying, if you want to shut some shit down, just like in California used to be gun friendly. It got to a point where it wasn't. They want to shut the shit down, they can. You know, and just choose not to. You know, it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be a lot of people without jobs. But you also got to think about it. A lot of people without jobs. Less shootings, less people in the hospital. Less people less people responding, less first responders, less police officers. There's a lot of big business behind people getting shot and getting killed. Organs harvesting, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just it's a lot of shit.
But what I would say too is, do you think that the manufacturer of bullets or the manufacturer
nobody is responsible for that?
Because they were trying to get Daniel Defense because that's what he used. They were trying to sue Daniel Defense.
Nobody's responsible. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's like me.
About the gun on the self.
That's like That's like driving the car to somebody and then blame
out.
We finna go sue for a Nissan or Toyota.
Yeah, because every accident. That's what I'm finna say. And a lot of people be out of business because you can sue everybody that had an accident and that got killed in that accident or whatever.
Because D Rose needs to sue Adidas.
Then you can sue the family. What's the dude? The Henry Ruggs, the dude, the football player that was driving drunk.
Yeah.
The family should be able to sue Corvette, Chevy.
Yeah. Because they ain't go that fast. Like the stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But I wanted to ask y'all that question too. Y'all think? Because you know Remington got a lawsuit from that $70 million they had to pay out that one time.
That's a lot of people that get. A lot of the gun manufacturers is getting sued.
But they shouldn't be winning them shits though. They shouldn't be able to because that has nothing to do with the gun manufacturer.
Right. That should be an open and shut like
case. Like I'm not doing this. Yeah, it's done.
Next.
No, that's what happened. kind of relevant to the subject, but that's what happened when like people would sue McDonald's for them getting fat from choosing to eat.
Shit.
Bro, I was just at Culver's yesterday, and I thought about McDonald's. And I was like, damn, whatever happened to supersizing? Well, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, I was like, they really took this shit away because niggas was complaining, but you going in there eating that shit. Yeah. Like, you asked for it.
I sue the shit out of him. So I got a couple 50 pounds more on me because of McDonald's. I sue him off that bitch.
That M gonna stand for mall.
No, it's not. It's gonna be Donald's. When I get through with that,
Just Donald's.
Donald's, that's it.
They couldn't afford the M and the C no more, man. It's Donald's.
Yeah, Mall got that shit.
Mall Donald's.
Mall Donald's. Mall Donald's.
What do you think about the changing the age from 18 to 21?
Don't matter.
I think it should have been that probably anyway. I'm not a big fan of do it or don't do it, but to me, it should be only mature people that can really buy guns and all that shit.
It don't matter because if you're 18 and want to commit the crime,
you're gonna still get
you're gonna get the weapon. If you're 21, it don't matter. You 15, you're gonna get the gun.
Yeah.
Like this shit's stupid. Like I don't.
Yeah, and that's the one part of the video that I sent in the group chat that really made me shake my head because that just what is that going to do? It's just going to change the age of people getting guns if they have that intentionality, right? If they have the intention to get a gun to go do something crazy at 18, that just means that they're going to wait till 20. If they abide by the law, they're going to wait till they're 21 to do it. Like this is going to
they're going to get the weapon.
There'd be a lot of people making just dumbass predictions and dumbass comments though. It's just be like, come on, bro.
Like I don't speak the language of politics, but I hear a lot of just like you said earlier, Democrats love to talk about the problem.
They love to bring up. I mean, and then again we point. So yeah, we have this gun problem, but then the Republicans on the other hand are talking about, well, look at Chicago. It's a Democratic ran city. You see how it's like this big ass circle. Like both of their asses in on it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really just pointing. I mean, Democrats is full of shit, but Republicans are too, and that's the problem. It's like we all need to be able to think for ourselves.
So fact. I think it should just be multiple parties anyway. I don't think it just should be two main parties.
Check your phone.
You think they should bring the Whigs back? The Whig party?
Oh, what the fuck is that? I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, they used to have the Whigs.
The Whigs?
Yeah, the Whig party.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It was back in the day. I don't know their political view, but it was definitely a party.
Are they like Asian or Brazilian or some shit like that?
No, they was white people. It was white people.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. No, I'm dead serious though. I didn't know because he said wig, so I'm like,
oh, you thinking the hair?
Oh, I'm thinking like, is they?
I think they did wear.
Was them the motherfuckers that had Malaysia?
Yeah, nah, this is way before them. He was just being funny. Man.
I was being serious though.
All right, well, I tried to save him. I tried to save him, but my man said, hey.
Wigs party. Brazilian, Asian, Malaysian.
I mean, Willie Wilson got his own party.
Willie Wilson?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Hey, it's Willie Wilson. I'm giving out gas.
Oh my God. We just out here just doing some stupid shit. Let's come on, man. Let's get up out of here.
I own McDonald's, and you know.
He gave out all that gas though.
Yeah, he did. He shot out
all the gas?
Hell yeah.
I should get mine this time.
I wasn't getting it.
Shit, I get mine.
He got his own political party.
$73 on a half a tank.
Yeah, see, he was only giving out $50.
$70. I need another one.
I can't sit in line for no free shit.
I need another one. I need another gas card. This shit is ridiculous out here, bro.
This new guy's burning fast. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah. The shit is, I was looking at my shit today. I said, damn, I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
That's exactly what I said.
So maybe it's just more expensive now. We notice every little Muslim.
Because at first, you're like, nigga, you'll drive across the whole city, fill up on the weekend, and then fill up again for work and some shit. Yeah. You wouldn't even care, wouldn't even worry about it. But now it's like, shit costing $72.
And you know what's bothering me?
For me. Yeah, wasn't on E, but I was getting close.
I was in half a tank.
Bro, it take 45 for me to fill up, bro.
Man, so you ain't hurting.
Not much. Huh? Not much.
He's smiling now. Why the shit gonna be $10 a gallon? Yeah, you gonna be better than us, but yeah, you ain't gonna $90, bro.
I'll be at 3/4. It'd be like $70. Yeah. So like shit.
But you also have a smaller gallon tank.
Yeah.
You got a 1-cylinder car.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
That's how you got cranked up a lot.
Crank it up with my feet.
Yeah.
Stopping and shit, man.
Will, close us out with a mesh, man.
All right, man. I guess I give y'all a message about mental health. I know I harped on it a lot at when I had my opportunity.
This
to speak.
episode is brought to you by. Go ahead, man.
See, it be motherfuckers like that who need the most goddamn.
Hey, put some birds and shit up there.
You gonna try to do it too.
No, man, I do think it's very important, especially in our community as black people. You know, you was talking about the crime and how that the parents aren't parenting the kids, and it trickles down. This didn't just start with these kids now. Every generation was progressively worse, and nobody is, starting the trend on mental health. But like we was talking about earlier, man, it's you have to be careful because people will weaponize it in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. But I do implore everybody to just one time. If y'all go, not to like shameless plug my podcast, but I did have Ari Peterson. She is a licensed therapist. She's getting ready to graduate. So like, go back to that episode and she'll tell you where you can find some help. Just one session. That's it. See where you stand. That's all I got.
This podcast is sponsored by the 1448 Bakery. That's 1448baconco.com. Go to the website, place your order, type in KNoWKi at checkout, get 15% off of your order. Go check out the Will Hill Show, and I heard it.
Yeah, we can change the name. No Absolutes coming soon.
Okay. So soon you'll hear me say, go check out the No Absolutes podcast. This has been another rendition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. It's your man Spaces. Soundman Dave.
It's Jay every day.
This your boy Mal, meeting the John.